Hello and welcome to the show. I am back here on Scrap Mechanic, continuing work on my, well, rather interesting tractor. We got off to a pretty decent start. Couldn't quite get the suspension to work out quite how I had initially planned. However, on the whole, rather pleased with the vehicle today. I'm going to put on sort of the finishing touches. Hopefully we're going to get it fired up, get it working, get it looking the part, and then, well, I'll rejig the toilet trailer over here. We've basically just given it some suspension that'll do the job for now. Oh, I haven't put the bathtub back in. I was messing about with a couple of ideas. Didn't quite work out how I wanted them to. However, yeah, we haven't got a bathtub in here, so that will not do. Let's go and refit that, and then we will carry on work with the... That's the important bit sorted. Alright, back to carry on to work with our tractor. So, mostly happy with the front at the moment. We might come back and beautify that bit at a later date. What we do need to do is work on this side. Now, I believe... Let's go put it back up on the lift. It'll just make it easier in general to work with. Now, I believe that line there, indeed it is the line for our lowest... oopsie, let's try to get that right. For our lowest of the kind of fender area, and then we are one higher, and then we start kind of looping it across with the what's it called things, the kind of slopes. Unfortunately, yeah, can't quite get a perfect slope. However, this will do the job. Oh, and I can't click and drag these either. Also, not quite sure how I've managed to end up. How I ended up out of first person mode by accident. There we go. That's what we want. That's not the thing that we want, however. Now, we did have a block underneath it. That makes my life a little bit easier. Not the easiest of things to work on. When it comes to building, I kind of miss the jetpack from Space Engineer. That makes things a lot easier to to build when you can float around and so on. And then is it one more layer? I think it is one more layer, and then that will be us at equal, I think, with the other side. Now we are going to hopefully have a roll cage around where the driver sits, and I'm not 100% sure how we're going to build that. I also don't know what to quite fill in with this middle space here with yet. We could have... Ooh, idea! An idea has come to me. We could have, actually, another engine bit that goes almost right up towards the driver. And, well, with the tractor-pulling tractors that I've seen, that's not exactly rare to have that many engines on them. They're mental, basically. And, yeah, having another engine sit on the middle here. Oh, I know what we could do. Better idea. It can sit in the middle, but what if we were to have it at a slight elevation, perhaps? So if we were to bulk up the back bit here... I do realise I've literally just filled this all in with blocks that I didn't really need to. I could have just sort of clicked and dragged these across. We could put another engine on the top bit along here. How many back... I wasn't intending on doing this, however, it will fill the space quite nicely. Ooh, do we have convex bend or concave bend? I don't remember. Let's just drag out both of these just to make sure we get it right. Yeah, we don't want to get this one. Don't want to cook this one up particularly. Rotate it around. Is it that one? I think it's that one. What does this one here then? Oopsie. What does this one here then look like? Okay, that's much smaller. Sure, we will go for the big kind of bits. 3, so it was 4 long, wasn't it? The ones at the front, and then this will do the job. I've managed to screwed up this side. Well done, me. Oh, bloody hell. I'm not good at building stuff cement. That's one of the challenges when you don't have any copy and paste tool. I mean, admittedly, that's an easy thing to rectify. But when you're building some stuff, trying to get it symmetrical both sides is a real nightmare, and something that I am, not particularly great at. Right, so that will then all sit in there nicely, and we'll just fill in that space down there for now. Oopsie, and then I guess just kind of bring this back to the driver's seat. I could do with building like a step or something so that we can get up here regular. It's not the easiest vehicle to climb in. That's what we can put at the back. I was wondering what I was going to do with the back of the tractor. We can have some stairs so that we can actually get up onto the damn thing. Like so, and I guess we're going to want that there. Oops, not quite that height, and then that there. Okay, are we looking like a mean, crazy tractor? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good on the whole mean, crazy tractor thing. I kind of want something to go on the front. What have we got that will look impressive on the front? I was thinking about having like a pipe sticking out the top, but I don't know if I can do. I don't think I can do sort of like fire effects or something on the large pipe. I think if I remember, we're going to come across the same problems in that we're going to have like the option of either large pipes or tiny pipes. There's no real in between, is there? Because that, if we were to have that on like sort of there-ish as a no, I'm not sure about. Whoopsie, not sure about that. I don't know if I actually want a curve. I don't know if we just want like a straight out tube to sort of look mechanical and crazy. Yeah, let's give it a try. I think we can probably respray these as well so that they look red to go with the rest of the engine stuff. Now it just kind of looks like it's got bug eyes going on at the front. I actually quite like... We're going to get rid of that one on there. I quite like the bug eyes on the front there. Yes, that's staying. That's definitely staying. Okay, let's go and... Oopsie, get rid of that extra one there. So, as I said, we wanted a roll cage. We wanted a roll cage to go around the driving chair. What can we make a roll cage out of? Small pipe? I don't know. I think these are going to be too tiny. Although then they might just do the job for being a roll cage, I guess. Yeah, actually that works out pretty well. Yeah, because we can build these up here. I've just realised I have covered up both the engines, or I say both the engines, all of the 4 engines that are inside. Did I connect them up to the seat? I can't actually remember. I turned them on. I don't think I actually connected them up. I'm hoping with Magic Mechanic Vision. It's not the good old head bump vision from My Summer Car, but with Magic Mechanic Vision, I'm hoping that we can still get a view to fix them. So then if we have this as a thing as well, up here, a little bit tricky to work with, but never mind. We can then have our roll cage installed. Or roll cage looking the part. Don't know if it's a little high. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have to get the character in the seat and see if that looks alright. I don't think I can... I can't place it on here, so we can't really do much more than, well, that at the moment. Oh, yeah, it's just about right, really. At the end of the day, it is just about okay. I think I might have it positioned... Do we build up another roll hoop further back? I don't know. Oopsie. Okay. Issue with the roll cage is that we have to build it one further back. Otherwise, I think we're just going to get stuck inside the car. Yeah, I don't really want to have sort of like 3 or 4 hoops because that just looks a little bit peculiar. So instead, what we're going to do is build it a step or 2 further back because we do actually need to extend the back of this thing ever so slightly. This is going to be where we attach the trailer. We've not really got a proper sled for this. It's going to be, pull the toilet trailer and then mess around with stuff. Basically the way it's going to go, probably the way that most of my builds are going to go in this game, let's face it. Just don't do stuff properly and then prat around. If that's not the FailRace way, I don't know what is. This thing here, and we'll build it up to... that height, I think we wanted at. Somewhere is our... Oh, pressed the wrong button there as well. Well done, me. Oh, did not mean to press that one either. I'm not doing very well in terms of being able to control a character. In fact, this is probably the easy way to build it up. Can we... No, we can't quite sort of spam click our way up there. I delete the wrong thing as well. Clever me. And that can come across there, and then rotate that around. Voila, there is our roll hoop. It'll do the job. Yeah, it'll do the job. It'll look the part. We'll get the paint can out again and sort that out. Now, we can... I'm just trying to think of how we're going to sort out the back of this. Oopsie, get over there. Do we want to go for... continuing the theme with these fenders at the back? I mean, I guess the real tractors would have like giant mud flaps kind of going on at the back, I think. However, yeah, it's going to potentially... I can't decide whether it'll look weird or not, or whether it'll work. Basically, I'm also not doing a very good job of building this up quickly. I would have been better off standing on top of it and doing it, but there we go. If we come out maybe one more up to there, is that what we want? And then start the process of coming back down, and we'll have a look, see if it looks okay. Actually, no, I think we'll leave it like that. I think I prefer it looking like that, rather than having it just come down at the back. Just have those sort of giant mud guards protecting kind of the driver, and then not worry about if it fires stuff out the back, because, well, it's behind us, so we don't care. It will cover the toilet trailer. You wouldn't want to be in the toilet trailer when this thing is pulling it along. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if you want to be in the toilet trailer when anything is pulling it along. However, especially not in, well, something like this. Was it, oops, this colour blue that we used before? I think it was. Okay, so let's go and paint the whole side of it. And the under bit over here. We can paint them, but we painted them white, didn't we? So we will... I keep forgetting my controls here. I wish that we could click and drag our way across here, rather than just spamming and clicking, spamming and clicking, spamming and clicking. We'll probably miss something, and that'll do. I think I might have painted something somewhere in the wrong corner ever so slightly, but it doesn't really matter too much. And then we will go and get in that little gap there. Paint that stuff. I haven't really got a good way up yet. I guess we could just kind of climb around the back if we need to. And then fill in that top bit over there. I don't know if I can... Can I get into that side bit? Oops. No is the answer. Oh, well, I can get into that side bit. I've just managed to... okay, that... Forgot that they were painted black. I thought they came black. They don't. They were painted black. We'll do the same up here as well with our little bug eyes. Shall we do something with the front of this? Actually, what we might do is paint this front bit white. Yeah, quite like the look of that. Quite like the look of that. And undo that. If we were to paint those... Do we want them black, or do we want them... Again, just kind of giving it some slight different colour variation. Yeah, actually, that works all right for me. Again, it's as long as it looks interesting and different, I'm kind of okay with it. It's not going to have the greatest livery in the history of Scrap Mechanic, but as long as it looks decent enough for me, as long as it looks the part, then we are good. Let's go and paint this third engine bit the correct colours. It is almost time. It's taken me a couple of episodes and some messing around, but it is almost time to fire up the monster tractor, try and tow some stuff around. Shall we paint all of this blue up here as well? It's very, very blue indeed. A little bit kind of... I say a little bit bluer than I was expecting. It's quite a powerful blue, this one. Can we paint these with the... Yes, we can. Excellent. Oh, please drive well. Ah, okay, we can paint the seat as well. That looks cool. Please, I'm really hoping that this is going to work, and that the toilet trailer isn't going to horribly disintegrate the second I connect it up to this, which I suspect it probably will do. And voila, I think. Shall we? Let's paint sort of like the inner workings, the kind of back side of the thing. Again, it's just another colour. Yeah, we'll just go for that around here. There is missing a block there. Well, no. Bugger. There's not an undo button either, is there? God damn it. We are almost ready to be... well, while I've opened this menu by accident, then we'll do that. I can't even remember what button I went to press, and I managed to press the open menu button. I'm not really sure what to do. I mean, I can hide away all of these bits here. I'm not really sure what to do with it otherwise, quite frankly, because there's not really a huge amount that I think I can do here, other than just, yeah, kind of connect it up to the toilet trailer and go with it, really. Alright, if we drop that back down, I mean, let's face it, at the end of the day, there's not actually much to the back of this. There really isn't much to the back of these tractors. They're just, yeah, rather ludicrous things in the first place, and then the rest is fairly straightforward, I think. Anyway, there we go. We want this. paint these sort of steps. So this can be our steps for getting onto it when the time comes. If we just drop this down, there we go, and then we can climb up onto here, and then we're fine. We're good to go. Our tractor is looking pretty damn mean. I'm liking it. Okay, now it's time to rig it up for some driving. We will get the connect tool. We will get out of that menu. We will open that up. Okay, so we have connected to the engines. We haven't connected the engines to the wheels, though. That's why it wasn't driving. So if we then go and connect that engine to that wheel, this engine to mid-air. Yes, we shall power the air. That is the most important thing to be doing. Now, if we get into this and we give it some... Okay, we'll give it some welly, but of course these things are not working properly. Then we should be good to go. Look at it move! Haha! We are driving. Our steering's inverted though, which is... Oh, the brakes are also terrible. The brakes are about the worst thing imaginable. So let's rotate them. That now should give us correct steering. It does. Come on, tractor. We can move. Eventually, we can. Did I put these engines onto maximum? I kind of don't feel like I did. To be fair, I have got a lot of metal blocks on this, so it's the weight is quite a lot. I think we need some speed. I think we need more speed than possibly these engines can give us. Our steering is terrible, but then that is part of the point of this. This is basically a drag tractor. It's not supposed to have amazing steering. I mean, the suspension is actually doing a pretty good job in all this. We're not getting bounced around too much. I'm going to have to, I think, tear some bits down here just to make sure that I have actually done what I wanted to with the engines. Can we get a good look in here yet? Kind of. If we go crouch. Haha! Right. Engines. Oh. Ah. Yeah. The engines are on max. Well, I do have a cunning plan. You see, I did slightly expect that the tractor might not be the fastest when we put all the weight onto the vehicle. I thought I'd press the paint tool. I hadn't. So what we're going to do is play around with some thrusters. I mean, it's likely to go interestingly well, as I've not actually touched these whatsoever. Previous. Let's go and throw some thruster engines on. We want... How big are they? Ooh, that's fantastic. It'll look the part at least. They can sit in there, and then we'll just have another block there just to fill up the gap. Now, if we go and put that up to what I'm assuming is maximum. Well, put this one here up to maximum as well. I mean, there are tractor pulling vehicles with jet engines, right? Pretty sure turbine engines and some crazy shenanigans, so we're not that far-fetched. We've just got kind of turbine and normal engines on the go. So then if we then connect that to there... Oh, this is going to go really well, I feel. And then we go forward. Look at that! It looks amazing. The frame rate has had a giant poo. However, it looks amazing. It looks... What is going on? The frame rate cannot deal. The awesomeness, the drag tractor, the frame rate is horrendously broken with. I don't know why. Why are you so broken? I've not exactly asked that much of you, have I? Still not very quick. Still not very quick at all. However, it is actually quite drivable. It is eminently controllable, if less than spectacular. I mean, I guess in some ways that's better than my first vehicle that was spectacularly dumb and was barely drivable. This one is yeah, not quite the performance I had hoped. I think too many metal blocks perhaps weighing this one down. I don't know how the game does weight of vehicles. I know it does do weight because it says the weight on some of them, but yeah, I apologise for the horrendous laggy mess. I don't know why I've had no issues with this game before. I don't know why the thrusters have suddenly caused it so many issues, but there we go. Come on, make it across the jump. Look at that. Perfectly controlled, a lovely landing, and we are good. I might actually just try. Do we have a graphics option to turn off particles. Like, I think that might be what's doing it. There we go. Yeah, something's obviously really buggy with those particles because I say that, we're still going a little bit laggy with this whole vehicle in general. Yeah, my computer should not be having issues with this. I'm going to be honest, my computer should not be having issues at all with this, but apparently we are. Never mind, let's go, and this could only go well. Let's go hook up the toilet trailer. The great toilet trailer shall be connected to our vehicle. Now, we have already got the... what's it called? The bearing on this. So if we... Can we select the bearing? Okay, no, better plan. Better plan. We will put the bearing on this side. That'll probably make it easier for everything. I'm going to try something. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we are going to give something a try here. So if we just extend this out a couple... here, we will then get the bearing on there. We will then take the bearing off of this side. We will then weld, fingers crossed, the... let's just... Again, I'm just making sure I get the right point here. I don't want to end up welding something incorrectly on. We will weld the... excuse me, can we not... Why do you not let me select there? Is that... Let me select... Okay, maybe we'll try to do it this... Ah, right, okay, hold on. Let's just reset all of that. Why does it not let me now select that properly? That's weird. And then select that, and then add that onto there. Okay, I've kind of done it a little bit wonky way around, but there we go. And then drop that down. Now, the plan is... So the last time we had put the trailer on something, we had issues with control. So what we're going to do is use the control... We had issues with the bearing wheeling around. Now, apparently, if we use a controller, we can set the angles that the bearings move to, or something like that. I've never touched the controller before, so this can go really bloody well. So if we then connect that to there, and then we use this bearing... Oh, wow. I don't really know. I think that's controlling... I know you can build like remote controls. You can get stuff to... you can have like automatic opening doors. It's a very, very basic sort of thing. But I don't really know what any of this means. I kind of hoped that there would have been a little bit more to the whole UI other than this. I think this is like, so you can get it to rotate 15 degrees that way and then 15 degrees the other way to make it do sort of like you can make like walker bots, I would imagine. That's not quite what I'd hope that would... Maybe that'll cause it to do something. I mean, what it's doing is it's stopping it from rotating at all, which is, I guess, okay in some ways. It's not quite what I wanted it to do. In fact, what we need to... So the issue we've got with the trailer at the moment is because of the angle at which my tractor is at. In fact, I don't even know if the bearing's working. I'm not even sure if that's working at all. I've got a new idea, actually. What about... I think part of the issue that we've got in terms of the connecting here is it's not quite working with the bearing bit there itself properly. What about if we do something a little different here? So what I'm thinking is... If we were... I don't know why I build it up so high, because I don't need to. I only need to build it up to there. Really? No, we'll probably want to connect it to that bit. So, sorry, my brain is working and I'm not explaining very well what I'm doing at the moment. But if we have bearings in here, if I have a bearing in that side, and then we connect... I need to get I need to put multiple tools here, because I'm using a lot. Then we connect this side up to the bearing. Now, what that should then do is give us... not that way around, though. Can we not connect you in there? Maybe... Why does that not let me do that? Hold on. We typically I got rid of the one thing that I did bloody need. Lift. I don't know why that's not quite letting me connect it in the way that I want it to. So if we then stick that up miles up in the air, sure, you know, be a pain in the arse and be wonky, but whatever. We want to connect that side, what's that side, to the bearing, like so. Haha! That has worked, good. So we now drop this down, or we take this off the thing, take it off the ramp completely. That'll give it the vertical movement so that it actually doesn't lift the trailer up constantly. Right? Let's just give it a test. Yeah, I mean, the trailer hasn't got the suspension travel quite to be doing this. Hasn't got the ground clearance whatsoever, but I mean, that's some progress, actually. I've kind of got some progress going on there, and then, ooh, what if we... Aha! Sorry, I'm kind of learning as we go at the moment. It's kind of... I could look up how to do everything, but I'm kind of enjoying trying to figure out building of my own stuff at the moment, basically. So what if we were to then remove that, and then if we put a bearing here... Yeah, and then we connect up, weld up this part to, that's not the welder, that's the welder, weld up that part to there. Wait, hold on, if we weld then that part onto there, we want to lift it up because it's at a wonky angle at the moment. You, lifter, majig, up in the air, thank you. It might be very high up in the air actually for this one to work out properly, because it's going to be at quite a wonky angle from there up to there. If we do that, it's like so, there, maybe not drop it all the way down, just thought about letting go of a tractor onto my head, and then figured out it's probably not a particularly safe idea. Now we have... Yeah. Okay, so the issue with the drag tractor is as fantastically cool as the look is. Then that is working for getting the trailer. So we've got some movement going on in the trailer. It's actually kind of working. Oh, I've been too busy looking at the trailer. Slightly got myself stuck in a ditch. Don't know why... I'm not sure why my game is having so many issues. I do apologise for that, because it's very, very peculiar. However... We are having some frame rate related issues. If anybody knows, please do yeah, let me know how to fix that one. It's weird. I mean, yeah, the drag tractor is the tractor pulling tractor is kind of working. I kind of fiddled around a little bit with the way of connecting the trailer there. We need to give the trailer a lot more ground clearance if it's going to connect to this this tractor, or perhaps connect it in a slightly different way. I mean, hell, I could just make this bit here longer. At the end of the day, that'd probably be the sensible idea, actually. If we didn't get rid of that, and if we were to, let's just quick try something. Go forward, out of the way, jump off there, and we will go and then place this Mars up in the air, because we'll need to. If we were then to extend this up quite a lot, like so, there we are, then connect that to there, it might do the job that I want it to. Come on now, if we were to then go and connect that point to there, then drop it. No, that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to make it maybe not quite that high. Maybe not quite that high would have been the trick. Now I'm not sure that I had the right idea at all. What was my brain? My brain was working on something, and now it's realised the error of its ways, and then it's not working properly anymore. Maybe it's not that I wanted. I had a great idea how to fix it. That's kind of working. Maybe I should have put it a little too high to begin with. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of... Yeah, we've kind of got some functionality going on in the trailer. The trailer's working. The tractor isn't as fast as I would have liked. We might have to strip some weight out. There are quite a lot of unnecessary blocks. However, my trailer is, on the most part, behaving itself behind me this time around. Much better than it was before. We've kind of got it moving naturally. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's really cool. Well, we have got a... and brake. Brakes are terrible. We've kind of got our functioning... Well, our functioning toilet trailer. We've got a crazy tractor to pull it around, and yeah, I think I've been not completely and utterly terrible when it comes to building something on Scrap Mechanic. I'm quite pleased with this with this build. That, though, is going to be it for this video. I might come back to Scrap Mechanic. We might, you know, make a luxurious tractor trailer. I can build some other stuff. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you want to see me try and build as well. Bear in mind, I am fairly inept at building stuff, so don't go too crazy. We'll see. We'll see whether we come back to this game. I might have a play around with some settings to try and get it to not lag to crap for whatever reason. I've probably cocked something up in my building of stuff, quite possibly. But that, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.